There's something strange about waking up the day after an election and feeling lighter, not because politics suddenly fixes everything, not because one result solves every problem, and not because I've ever wanted this channel to become political. But sometimes when something has hung over a country for a long time, you only realize the weight of it when it finally lifts. Yesterday, Hungary voted, and after 16 years of Viktor Orbán and Fidesz rule, that chapter appears to be over. Now some people will celebrate that, others won't. And that's democracy. But I'm not here to tell anyone how to vote. I'm here to tell you what it has felt like living here during it all. I moved to Hungary 6 years ago with Anna, a KA, the lady of the house, who is a Hungarian national. The reason was simple: family, children, grandchildren, a quieter life, a chance to build something of our own. We bought this place. We started creating a home. And slowly I began building the kind of life I'd wanted for years, growing vegetables, planting fruit trees, learning the seasons, making compost, trying to become a little more self-reliant. Later, I started this YouTube channel, and later still, I created my app, Your Growing Companion, to help other people do the same. Something practical, something calm, something useful when life feels busy and uncertain, all positive things, all things rooted in hope. But even if you try to stay out of politics, politics doesn't always stay out of your life. Over the last few years, there was an atmosphere here that was hard to ignore. You learned to be careful what you said. You learned not to say too much. You learned that some opinions were better kept private. And when you're not from the country originally, that feeling can sit even heavier. I'm not saying life was impossible, far from it. We still built a good life here, but there was always that feeling in the background that it was wiser not to draw attention to yourself. So I focused on what I could control. Inside these fences, life made sense. Seeds still germinated, tomatoes still ripened, compost still turned into soil, the birds still sang whether governments changed or not. And there's something comforting in that, because the wider world, if we're honest, has become a strange place. You look around and see leaders praising each other, powerful men making deals, countries drifting in directions ordinary people never asked for. You hear names like Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, and others, and you wonder what game is being played above the heads of everyone else. And the truth is, most of us can't control any of it. We can worry, we can argue, we can watch the news and feel helpless, or we can build something real where we are. That's what gardening became for me. Not just food, not just a hobby, a form of steadiness, a reminder that life still responds to care, patience, and effort. So when I say it's all over, I don't mean every problem has gone. I mean a long chapter has ended. The politics of fear, the constant tension, the feeling that the country was drifting further away from where it belonged. Now perhaps Hungary moves closer again to the European Union. Perhaps people breathe a little easier. We'll see. I'm old enough now to know that no government is perfect, no leader saves everything, and no election is the end of history. But change matters, hope matters, and the chance to begin again matters. So today, I'll do what I always do. I'll go outside, I'll check what needs watering, I'll look at what's ready to plant next, I'll carry on building the small life in front of me. And I know many people want the same now: less noise, more real life, more calm, more purpose. That's why I built Your Growing Companion, to help people stay organized, grow with confidence, and focus on something positive in their own world. Only today, it feels a little lighter. 16 years was a long time. Yesterday, Hungary turned the page, and whatever comes next, at least now it's a new chapter.